Good morning, Junior 1. How are you all? Hope you're all fine. Today we're going to start our first chapter in your Discover book. Let's open page 3. Things that make me happy. Okay, in this page we are going to draw and color 5 pictures of things that make us happy in each box. I will start by myself. Okay, here I drew the things that make me happy. As you can see here, I drew my home, my bike, my favorite food which is fruits, my mobile phone, and my teddy bear. Now it's your turn to start drawing, and after you finish drawing, cut out each box. After that, we are going to move to page 5, needs or wants. First, let's know the difference between wants and needs. Wants are things that we don't really need, but we would like to have. They are things that we can live without, like, for example, toys and candies. But needs are things that we must have in order to live, because we cannot live without them, like food or shelter and water. Okay, after we knew the difference between the word needs and the word wants, we are going to trace the word needs and the word wants in the chart below. After that, we are going to sort the things that make us happy into the correct columns. Now, let's start. First, home. What do you think? Is it a need or a want? I think it's a need because we cannot live without it. So let's put it in the need column. Then, fruit. I think it's a kind of food, so it's a need, not a want. So let's put it in the need column. After that, bike. It's a want because we can live without it. Then, mobile phone. It's a want because it's not a must in order to stay alive. Then the last thing is teddy bear. It's a toy, and toys are wants, so let's put it in the wants column. Now, open page 6. Pencils. Use your pencil to answer each question. I think that my pencil came from wood, so let's write wood. Then the second question is, my partner thinks the pencil came from. When I asked my little brother, he thought that the pencil came from metal, so here we will write metal. Now, we want to know what are the parts of your pencil. Your pencil consists of the eraser, the body, and the lead part that we use it to write. Now, after we knew the parts of your pencil, let's know what are the materials of these parts. The question here is, my pencil is made from. Let's start by the eraser. The eraser is made from rubber, so we will write in the first box rubber. Then the body is made of wood, so let's write in the second box wood. Then the lead part is made of graphite, so let's write in the last box graphite. The last question is, and those materials came from. Now, let's know what are the resources of those materials. Okay, first we get the rubber from the rubber trees. So let's write in the first box rubber trees. Then, as we know that we get the wood from the trees, so let's write in the second box trees. Then the last material is the graphite. We get it from underground mines, so let's write in the last box underground mines. Open page 7. How a pencil is made. Draw a line from each picture to the correct number to put the steps of making a pencil in order. Let's take a look on these pictures and try to arrange them. I think that the picture of the tree and the underground mine is the first step, because we get from them the raw materials that we use. So let's match number 1 with the picture of the tree and the underground mine. Then the second step is that we get the raw materials from the resources. Here our resources, as we said, are the trees and underground mines. So we will get from them the rubber and the wood and also the graphite. So let's match number 2 with the picture of the wood, the rubber and the graphite. Then the third step is that the factory take these raw materials and produce the pencils. So let's match number 3 with the picture of the factory. Then the last step is that we have our pencil made. So we will match number 4 with the picture of the pencil. Move to page 8. Types of goods. First, let's know what are goods. They are things that are produced and can be sold or bought, like food, clothing, and toys. The question here is, write each item from the list on the board under the correct type of good. Here, we are going to have some items and we are going to put each item in the correct row. Let's start. T-shirt. What do you think? Is it clothing, food, toy, hygiene? I think it's clothing, so let's write it in the clothing row. Then soap. Is it clothing? No. Is it food? No. Is it a toy? No. Is it hygiene? Yes, so we will write it in the hygiene column. Then bowl. Do you think it's clothing, food, toy, or hygiene? I think it's a toy, so let's write it in the toys column. Vegetables. Are they clothing? No. Food? Yes, so let's write them in the food row. Then doll. Do you think is it clothing or food or toys or hygiene? Excellent, it's a toy, so let's write it in the toys row. Then toothpaste. Is it clothing, food, or toys, or hygiene? Hygiene, super! So let's write it in the hygiene column. Then pants. I think they are clothing, so let's write them in the clothing row. After that, we have fruits. Do you think they are clothing? No. Food? Yes. So let's write the fruits in the food row. Then we have shampoo. What do you think about it? I think it's hygiene, so let's write it in the hygiene column. Then cheese. Do you think cheese is clothing? No. Food? Yes, so let's write it in the food row. Skirt. Is it clothing? Yes. Excellent. So let's write it in the clothing row. And our last item is teddy bear. Do you think is it clothing or food or toy or hygiene? I think it's a toy. So let's write it in the toys row. Move to page 9. Stores and marketplaces. Write each item from the list on the board under the place where you can buy it. Let's start. Books. What do you think about books? From where can we buy them? Can we buy them from the grocery store? No. From the pharmacy? No. From the bookstore? Yes. So let's write the book in the bookstore row. Eggs. I think that we buy them from the grocery store. Medicine. Do we buy medicine from the grocery store? No. Do we buy it from the pharmacy? Yes. So let's write it. Then clothes. Do we buy them from the grocery store? No. From the pharmacy? No. From the bookstore? No. From the market? Yes. The toothpaste. What do you think about the toothpaste? From where can we get it? I think that we can get it from the pharmacy. The next one is cheese. From where can we get it? Excellent, from the grocery store. After that, we have toys. Can we get the toys from the grocery store? No. From the pharmacy? No. From the bookstore? No. From the market? Yes. Stores. Can we get it from the grocery store, or the pharmacy, or the bookstore, or the market? Excellent, from the bookstore. Fruits. We get the fruits from the grocery store. Accessories. Can we get them from the grocery store, or the pharmacy, or the bookstore, or the market? The market, super! Then our last item is cream. Can we get it from the grocery store, or the pharmacy, or the bookstore, or the market? From the pharmacy, excellent.